the campus of California State University, Fullerton. Titan Communications presents Titan Radio Theater. Welcome. I'm Professor Rob Van Riel. This evening, our talented radio students will present 3 live radio dramas from our online Zoom production studio. Tonight, we present 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Lights Out, Meteor Man, and Superman, Episode 1, The Baby from Krypton. Now let's enjoy our first trip into the world of old-time radio with 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Years before their appearance, Jules Verne foretold the submarine, the balloon, the airplane, the telephone, the long-range projectile, and many other inventions. But perhaps his greatest writing achievement was the complex but very human character of Captain Nemo, the tragic star of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. In this man we glimpse Homer's Ulysses, Shakespeare's Hamlet, and ourselves, our dreams, our disillusionment, above all, our instinctive yearning for good. These are the things that make Captain Nemo and his great adventures timeless. And so it is with great pride and pleasure that Family Theater presents Marco Cordova as Captain Anorax in Jules Verne's beloved classic, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. The Earth does not need new continents. It needs new man.
My name is Pierre Anorax. I'm an assistant professor in the Museum of Natural History in Paris. The year is 1866. Delving into the unknown as I do, there is little that surprises me, and yet today, in this modern life, unbelievable newspaper headlines shock the world.
Extra. Extra, steamer attacked by a sea serpent. Read all about it. Extra, another ship attacked. Navy to sea monster. Extra.
I was in my New York apartment at the conclusion of my most recent scientific tour and planned to return to Paris with my valuable collection of specimens when...
Professor Anorax?
Yes, concise. What is it?
Commander Farragut of the United States Navy to see you, sir.
Commander Farragut.
Professor Anorax, this is great pleasure.
Well, believe me, Commander Farragut, I believe the feeling is mutual. In fact, I'm somewhat overcome to have a man of your reputation to seek out an obscure professor.
Quite the contrary, sir. My government would like to see France represented in the expedition in search of the monster. I am holding a cabin at your disposal on the President Lincoln, sir. We leave Brooklyn Pier in 3 hours.
You have a fine ship, Professor.
Yes, we're well-armed, Professor.
Yes, didn't I see breech-loading cannon atop your foxhole?
You did, sir, but my best weapon of all, Professor, is Ned Land.
Huh?
Oh, Ned, come over here, if you please.
Aye, Commander Farragut, at your service, sir.
Professor Anorax, Ned is known all over the 7 seas as the Prince of Harpooners. If and when we attack down the sea monster, he'll show you some real action.
You have a real test for your talents, Mr. Land. It's a fabulous beast indeed that can stove in the side of a ship.
You're speaking of a squasha. I take it, begging your pardon, Professor, if there should be a sea monster that big, that mighty, then Ned Land wants to be the man to harpoon it.
That's the way our voyage began. A strong ship, hand-picked men, and a vast curiosity and determination to end this terror of the seas. On and on we went, past the Marquise, the Sandwich Islands, across the Tropic of Cancer, headed for the China Seas, and then...
Ahoy there, the very thing we're looking for. On our weather beam, the sea monster. I can't harpoon it, sir. The monsters run in circles around us. We can't get near enough for me to use my harpoon.
Right the helm ahead as you are.
It's no use, Commander. The monster's going twice as fast as we are.
I know it, sir. There's only one thing left to do. Stand and fight. Up the foxhole cannon, men.
The foxhole gun was loaded and slewed into position. The President Lincoln was running at half speed now. The sea monster seemed content to follow at a certain distance as though mocking us. The gunner, steady of eye, brave of face, took a long and careful aim, and then...
Fire! Watch out, sir. The monster's closing in on us. That shot made him mad. He's gonna ram us. Professor Anorax, he's fallen overboard.
And so has Ned Land.
I trust that the state of your health is improving, Professor Aronnax.
Where am I?
Aboard my submarine, the Nautilus.
Who are
Submarine.
you?
You may address me as Captain Nemo, Mr. Lamb.
Captain? Submarine? Then you're...
I'm your sea monster, O Prince of Harpooners.
Captain, how do you know so much about us?
You told me, Professor. You're somewhat delirious for a while, thus I learned all about yourself and your servant Concise. And, Ned Land. I also know that you're from the frigate President Lincoln, which deliberately invaded my privacy, attacked me. You're prisoners of war. By rights, I should place you in the back of the deck and submerge you, forgetting your existence.
Well, you wouldn't dare. Why, that would be uncivilized.
I'm not what you so glibly call a civilized man, Professor Aronnax.
Then what is to be our fate, Captain Nemo?
I'm not altogether heartless. I do have a certain sense of pity for any living thing. But of course, you must live under my law. Give your word to cause no trouble and don't try to escape.
Stay with you? For how long?
For the rest of your life, Mr. Land.
Do you know what you ask, Captain? Are we to never see our country again? Our friends, our families?
You'll see far more fascinating country underwater. Renouncing the world is not so painful as you think.
You're simply offering us a chance between life and death.
Just that.
Then we have no choice. Captain Nemo, we will abide by your wishes.
It won't be as bad as you think, gentlemen. You, Professor, will find your own published works in my library, and I will show you the marvels under the sea that even you haven't dreamed of. You live in the best of quarters. You'll enjoy the finest foods.
Yes, but without freedom.
There is always a price, sir. Be glad yours is no higher.
We were fed, housed in comfortable quarters, and we slept. Right after breakfast, Ned and Concise were taken to their permanent quarters while I was escorted to a luxurious suite adjoining the quarters of Captain Nemo himself. I heard the strains of a pipe organ in the next room. I found myself in a magnificent drawing room and the captain at the keyboard of the organ.
Good morning, Professor Aronnax. You seem somewhat surprised to learn that I practice the arts as well as the sciences.
I must confess, Captain Nemo, I scarcely expected to find you a musician of such inspired music.
Inspired?
I see, too, that you have priceless works of arts on the wall.
Ah, I see the professor of natural history has not neglected his cultural training.
Even a professor can have taste, sir. An appreciation of beauty.
I like you, Professor Aronnax. I like courage in a quiet man. You have no answer for this turn of events.
I must admit I don't know what to say.
Then say nothing, but watch instead. I have another wonder to show you. Go over here. I go over here to press the lever.
Great heavens, the whole side of the submarine is sliding back.
Do not fear, sir. We are protected from the sea by several layers of heavy glass. Behold, The army of the sea, Professor.
It's unbelievable.
But true. The banded mallet, the Japanese cumbris, the beautiful mackerel, all sewn by the hand of him who created all living things.
Him. Then you.
Believe in God. Look out there. In the face of such wonders, how could I possibly not believe in such a deity?
But I don't understand. You gave up the world.
Merely because I forsook man does not mean I forsook God. In the sea, I sense the weaving of creation in every hand.
But with this philosophy, how can you forget man? How and why?
Why? Why does mankind has forgotten not I? They've forgotten God by making unjust laws, tearing one another to pieces, destroying, Professor. You and your friends shall accompany me on my next hunting expedition. If you'll kindly do these into your diving suits and weighted boots, we'll soon be off on the hunt.
Hunt in diving suits?
Captain Nemo has promised undreamed wonders, Ned.
I can believe that, sir.
Ah, we've now arrived at the forest of the lost island of Crespo, gentlemen. You have your suits on? Now please, put the helmets in place. I'm about to close the waterproof door.
We were in the utter darkness. Now I was about to step into a completely new element, the sinister unknown, led by a man who, for all I knew, was mad. A second door located in the outer shell of the Nautilus slid back, and in another moment I was treaded the floor of the ocean. Oh, my dear friends, how can I describe the sight that met my eyes? A fantastic dream? No, more like an emotion. I moved through unbelievable beauty, no longer feeling the drag of my clothing and weighted shoes, so that we walked in the radiance of the 7 solar colors. I could see the silver and sand shimmering away to a distance of 150 yards, and dotted with stars, shells, flowers, and rocks, and shells, and pulpy of every shade and formation. What? What if my colleagues could see me now? They wouldn't believe it, no.
We're approaching the old Spanish galleon, but here, friends, look. Look as I open this gigantic chest. There, look, gold, plenty of it, sparkling, glinting in cold salt water. My eternal bank. I fill the small chest we brought along, and now, my dear professor, we'll go to my pearl beds.
Captain, all these riches we saw today, you can only use so much. What good is the rest, unless you help your fellow men?
Professor Aronnax, I do not desire your advice.
But it seems such a waste, sir.
Enough. Yes, there is need. I am and never shall be one with unfortunates.
If I ever saw tragedy burn across a man's face, I saw it in Nemo's. And then a week later, Ned, Concise, and I saw another side of Nemo's nature. He had sighted the mysterious man-o-war. The ship fired at us.
They're firing at us, sir. Let me at that periscope.
And back, Mr. Land, the ship of an accursed nation. You recognize me, don't you? You fear me. Now, my vengeance. Torpedo 1, fire.
No, Captain, no, they won't stand a chance. The man-o-war seemed to disintegrate. Captain Nemo watched it sink. Then he turned and entered his quarters. I followed him as though hypnotized. I saw him uncover a picture on the far wall, a portrait of a young woman, and 2 beautiful children. Below this little group, Nemo spread out his arms, and then...
Almighty God, enough, enough.
We're escaping tonight, Professor.
Escape? Are we in sight of land?
Aye, there are a hill 20 miles to the east of us.
20 miles? Might as well be 200. You know very well I'm not a swimmer, Ned.
You won't have to swim, sir. We'll take the small boat. We'll meet at 10 tonight.
Oh, heavens. Oh, heaven knows I'm with you, Ned. Lay your plans. I'll meet you then at 10. I went to my quarters, dressed in my stoutest sea garment, collected my notes, and settled down to await the appointed time. And then, music. From a tormented soul longing to break its earthly bonds. Such music as could only come from Captain Nemo himself, and then my heart froze in terror. The very room I must cross in order to make my escape. Nemo sat before the pipe organ, playing as though music were his last avenue of expression in life. I held my breath. I passed in back of him. I reached for the far door.
Stop!
Captain Nemo rose and came straight toward me. I slammed the heavy door, bolted it, and ran to meet Ned.
Professor, is that you?
Yes, let's go.
Aye, sir, we have surface to take on fresh air.
They're coming after us.
Quick, up on deck. Come on, Professor, hurry.
Oh, good heavens, a storm.
Storm nothing. Quick, get on the boat.
Oh, now the waves. We're caught. We're going down.
You're safe, Professor. Quite safe now.
Concise?
Same, sir. And he has Ned too. He brought us through the maelstrom safely.
We're in a fisherman's hut on the Lofton Islands, Professor.
But the Nautilus.
She was caught fair in the middle of it and went down, sir.
If anyone could survive such a storm, Captain Nemo could. At least, I hope so.
You hope so?
Yes, Ned. After traveling 20,000 leagues under the sea with Nemo, I hope he lives on to conquer his hatred for the world, forget vengeance and his love for the oppressed. As Escalates questioned 6,000 years ago, that which is far off and exceeding deep, who can find it out? I hope that Captain Nemo can find his answer.
Won't you fill up, Jack Benny, won't you fill up?
People everywhere are filling up with Texaco Sky Chief, the gasoline that can drive down the cost of driving and save you money. But one man continues to buy only 1 gallon at a time, and we're going all out to get him to fill up.
Won't you fill up, Jack Benny, won't you fill up? We'll sing the whole day long. Won't you fill up with Sky Chief, fill it up, Jack. We wouldn't steer you wrong. There was that rainy evening when you got stuck. It makes no sense to push your luck. It's money in the bank when you fill up your tank. Jack Benny, won't you please fill up?
I'll take a gallon.
Oh, no! Jack Benny, won't you please fill up?
Okay, where is it? You mean you ain't got it? No, we ain't got it and we need it. We got a big date tonight. It ain't there yet.
It isn't even here yet.
Where is it?
We're out of it.
What is it? Where do we get it? What is it?
The factory's got it.
Oh. Is this it? No, idiot. Hello, factory? Where is it? Keep your shirt on and you'll get it. Let's go, boys. This is it. What is it?
It's about time.
It's Aquanet hairspray for women.
And girls.
Anyone can give a girl flowers. The more you use hairspray, the more you need Aquanet.
Welcome back to Titan Radio Theater. We're glad that you've joined us to watch and listen to these student-produced radio dramas. Our next exciting radio play should be Out of This World. I can't wait to hear Lights Out, Meteor Man.
Such a lovely night.
Yes, you're very lovely with the moonlight in your hair. 325 days of the year, moonlight to me is just the reflected light of the sun. A light interesting only in that it may be analyzed spectroscopically, but these 30 days of vacation.
What a magical change. It's a soft lover's moon hanging in the heavens, only to brighten your loveliness. You're the sweetest man a woman ever knew. Spoken like a true astronomy professor.
Oh.
Oh, Russell.
What's the matter?
I saw the brightest shooting star.
Is that all? Huh. The way you gasped, I thought you saw an angel of death himself galloping over the meadows.
There's another one. Look, Russell.
My dear, for 11 months out of the year, the heavens have my full and undivided attention. But during this blessed month, let the heavens fall. I can't be bothered.
Oh, Russ, there's more of them. Look, one after the other. I've never seen so many shooting stars.
Uh-huh.
You knew about this meteor shower, didn't you?
It's one of the heaven's free spectacles in this constellation every 3 years, and this happens to be the third year.
Oh, Russ. That one, the brightest of all.
It's not the bright ones that reach us. Their very brightness signifies that the rush of air is cremating them.
I'd like to think of them as great bright messengers from other worlds. Messengers of...
Wait, Diane, what's that?
I don't know. The sky. It...
Look up.
A shooting star. Russ.
All right, dear. Everything's all right.
What? How?
A meteor. It must have landed out there in the field. Here, let me help you up. You all right, dearest?
Yes, I'm all right. Russ, where are you going?
Out there where it must have buried itself. Wait here. I'll be right back.
No, I'm going with you.
All right, if you want to. Oh, Diane, what an experience we've had. The one chance in a million I spoke about almost occurred to us.
But Russ, was it really a shooting star, that explosion like a bombshell?
A fragment of the meteorite, I hope.
Please, Russ, let's wait until morning.
No, I must find the thing at once.
Russell, are you mad?
Right here, I've got it.
That's a meteor.
A meteorite. All that's left of the meteor that burned and exploded. What a find.
Drop it, Russ. Throw it away.
What are you talking about? Why should I throw it away?
I'm afraid of it.
Afraid of a piece of iron? See, that's all it is. Come on back into the house. I want to examine it closely. Oh, what an experience this has been.
Where did it come from, Russell?
Who knows?
What are you going to do with it?
Diane, what's the matter with you? Your face so white.
Russ, wait, stop crying. It's Helga. Oh, Helga, you poor thing. We forgot all about you.
Oh, Mrs. Adams, it was exploding.
No, everything's all right, Helga.
What's going on, Diane?
Poor Helga, the explosion frightened her out of her wits.
Oh, Mr. Professor Adams, we die. We all die.
Stop it, for heaven's sake, stop that.
Helga, please, control yourself.
Oh, I give up. You take care of her, Diane. Give her a sedative or something.
All right, Russell. All right now, Helga, everything's all right. Don't be so frightened.
I'm going to get at this meteorite, so please quiet that dumb fool down as quickly as you can. Oh, heavy little thing, aren't you? Oh, Diane, quiet her down.
She'll be all right. What are you doing with it?
Nothing. Examine it here. I'll take some of this nitric acid. Where's that bottle? Oh, here we are. Now, watch closely as I'll show you that the stone consists of ordinary elements, iron and...
Russell,
What?
this mark on it, how strange.
Yes. Funny, I hadn't noticed it before. I wouldn't be surprised that a blow right here would break the stone in half. Yes, I think I'll try that.
No, Russ, leave it alone. Look what's inside.
Flesh?
Oh, Russ, how?
No, it can't be. It can't. This is a meteor. It came from out there. There's no flesh. Nothing could live.
Russ, look, it's growing. Growing, I tell you, growing.
A head? It's forming into a head?
I see it, a head. Horrible head.
And I see you too, Earth Things.
It spoke.
No. You hear me speak, Earth Things.
But a head? A head without a body speaking?
You see what I will you to see.
You hear and understand me?
If I told you, would you understand, Earth Thing?
Yes, tell us what you are.
What you on Earth will soon have for masters.
Oh, Russ.
No, wait. Diane, I must know. Tell me what you mean.
No, I can't stand it. Gray flesh talking. I'm getting out of here.
You will stay.
Russ, I can't move.
You cannot move. No.
Who are you? Tell us, who are you?
Oh, Russ, I'm so afraid.
No, dearest, please. I must hear him speak.
You are the children, forgotten ape, things of our dim past. And you wonder how I can understand you. Prattle, little thing. Simple word in the form of your simple mind can't understand. But now I'm hungry. You understand that, little thing?
Hungry?
But what do you eat?
You will know.
What do you mean?
Oh, Russ, what does he mean?
I don't know.
The food that lies beneath that bony skull of yours.
Russell, tell me, what is he talking about? What does he want to eat?
He knows.
You can't mean our brains.
Human. You think you crawling worms are human to us?
Mr. Professor Adams, are you? Oh, here you are.
Helga, go away.
Don't come in here, Helga.
Yes.
But you have a visitor.
You see it too, Helga?
Helga, you're laughing?
I can't help it. Me always get the giggles when I see a nice looking fella.
Russ, what could she mean? That horrible thing.
She sees what I will her to see. Come closer, Earth Thing.
Yeah.
No, stop her, Russell, stop her.
I can't move.
Closer, Helga.
Yeah.
Oh, Russ.
No, my dearest, don't look.
Oh, poor Helga. We've got to get out of here.
Earth woman.
No, stop it. Don't look at me. Stop it.
Come closer.
No, don't listen to him, Diane.
You hear only me, Earth woman.
Only you.
No, Diane, don't say that. Don't look at that monster, Diane.
Closer, Diane.
Closer, Diane.
Yes.
Diane.
Yes.
No.
Why do you weep, Earth Thing?
Oh, my Diane, my darling.
Soon, you will move to me as they moved.
Oh, thing out of hell. How could you do it? How could you?
As worms are to you, you are to me. Come closer, Earth Thing, and let me tell you.
I've got to get the strength to close my hand on it. This bottle, the acid. Oh, Diane, Dad, help me. I've got to save the Earth. The bottle, got it.
Closer, Earth Thing. Closer to me.
Yes, close to you. Take this.
No!
A pool of flesh, thick, viscous flesh, that's all? Oh, Diane, I killed the thing. I killed it. Outside, it's still dark, my love. Yes, and the sky still streaked with the rush of meteorites. And that thing said more of the monsters of his breed are trying to reach this Earth to feel the devil's hunger in them. Another meteorite just fell, and in it, perhaps... Oh, Diane, is that truly to be the end for mankind?
You know, some appetites are a pleasure to cook for. Others simply put a strain on the food budget. Yes, you. Whichever your family situation demands, quality cooking or economy cooking, be sure to do that cooking with double rich, heat-refined Carnation evaporated milk. Cooking with Carnation you enjoy results in flavor and consistency that no appetite can resist. Economies no food budget can afford to overlook. Use Carnation just as it pours from the can for cream recipes. Add an equal amount of water for milk recipes. You'll cook better for less with Carnation, the milk from contented cow.
Say, how about a sports shirt for Bill? Oh, that's such a problem. Every time I get him a sports shirt, the sleeves never fit right. They're always either too long or too short. Well, then give Bill an Arrow sports shirt. With Arrow, you can get his exact sleeve length.
That's right. Arrow sports shirts are never too long, never too short, but always just right. You can get his exact sleeve length in an Arrow sports shirt. See, here's Bill in an Arrow sports shirt. Sleeve length just right, and the body is proportioned to fit perfectly. Contour tailored to your exact personal measure. This is the Arrow Chevella, $6.95, available in many soft plaid patterns. To get your exact sleeve length in an Arrow sports shirt, look for this sleeve length label on the cup. Remember, wherever you go, you look better in an Arrow sports shirt.
Every girl feels like a storybook princess when she shows off her trousseau. Delicate lingerie, lovely linens, romantic little breakfast frocks, and a blanket that's a dream of beauty. And this princess knew how to take care of her lovely things. Now, married in her own little castle, she washed them by machine with... not with that wash day detergent. Nice laundry deserves the safest possible soap. That's it, Ivory Snow. It's the only soap, both ivory safe and granulated to get things really clean, gentle clean. Leaves blankets far softer and fluffier than wash day detergents. Pampers pretty colors, too. So whether your trousseau is still in the honeymoon stage or has seen many wash days go by, get it gentle clean in the machine with wonderful Ivory Snow. So gentle.
We're back again with Titan Radio Theater. I hope you enjoy watching our talented broadcasters. I encourage you to investigate the Radio Audio Certificate Program at California State University, Fullerton, where our students learn to develop, produce, and host compelling news, entertainment, and live radio programs, and They learn about the business involved in traditional and online broadcasting. You can visit our Communications Department website for more information. Now, for more classic entertainment, as we join our students performing Superman, Episode 1, The Baby from Krypton.
Boys and girls, your attention please. Presenting a new and exciting radio program featuring the thrilling adventures of an amazing and incredible personality.
Can I go ahead and pause it? But no.
In the sky, look.
It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's Superman.
And now, Superman, a being no larger than an ordinary man, but possessed of powers and abilities never before realized on Earth, able to leap into the air an eighth of a mile in a single bound, hurdle a 20-story building with ease, race a high-powered bullet to its target, lift tremendous weights, and rend solid steel in his bare hands as though it were paper. Superman, a strange visitor from a distant planet, champion of the oppressed, physical marvel extraordinary who has sworn to devote his existence on Earth to helping those in need. As our story begins, we ask you to come on a far journey. A journey that takes us millions of miles from the Earth, where the planet Krypton burns like a green star in the heavens. Here, civilization is far advanced. It has brought forth a race of supermen, men and women like ourselves, but advanced to the absolute peak of human perfection. As we near Krypton, we see high walls and gleaming towers. We approach that magnificent temple of wisdom, and there is a great hall. Jor-El, Krypton's foremost man of science, is about to address a meeting of the planet's governing council.
Attention, attention, gentlemen. Jor-El speaks.
Members of the council, I have completed my solar calculations, and as much as I dread uttering these words, I have come to the conclusion that Krypton is doomed.
Did I hear him right?
Gentlemen, hear him out.
These internal quakes we've been experiencing, these volcanic eruptions, tidal waves, gas escaping from giant craters, all point to one thing. Krypton is utterly and finally doomed.
Why, the man's mad.
One moment, gentlemen. One moment. There is no cause for anxiety. I am certain. Jor-El has made a mistake. True, we have had a few minor quakes and eruptions, but nothing very serious. There must be some error in your calculations, Jor-El.
There is no error, Rozan. I only wish there were. The sun is gradually drawing Krypton closer to it. Within a month, possibly only a week, the gravitational pull will be so tremendous that Krypton will not be able to weather the strength. And then our planet will explode like a giant bubble, destroying every living thing on it.
Gentlemen, assuming for the moment, Jor-El, that what you say is true, how are we to avoid it? What can we do to stop it?
There's only one way. As you all know, I have been working on a spaceship designed for interplanetary travel. With time and united effort, we might transport the entire population of Krypton to another world.
Impossible. Where would we go?
To the Earth. My studies tell me the atmosphere of the Earth is very nearly the same as our own.
You've been working too hard, Jor-El. You need a rest. Believe me, we have the utmost respect for knowledge and integrity, but this is carrying it too far. Planets as large as Krypton do not explode, Jor-El.
Wait, do you hear that, gentlemen? It's the forewarning of doom. Every moment is precious now, and quakes like that are sounding the death bell of Krypton. It will happen, and happen soon. When the last eruption comes...
When it comes, Jor-El, it shall find all of us ready. If Krypton is to die, we shall die with it. The parting would be much too severe.
Very well. Laugh if you like, Razan, and you members of the council. I have no time to laugh. My wife Lara and my infant son are dear to me. It is not my wish to stand by and see them destroyed. A time will come, and that time is perhaps very close at hand, when you will wish you had heeded the words of Jor-El. Remember what I have said, gentlemen. When Krypton is shattered into a million stars, when the glorious civilization we have built is no more, when you and your families are swept from the face of Krypton like dust.
Order, gentlemen, order. You have heard Jor-El speak. Is it your wish that we devote time and money to the building of spaceships for the transportation of Krypton's population to another planet?
No.
I'm sorry, Jor-El. The council has spoken.
Yes, and signed the death warrants of every living thing on Krypton. Well, I've done my best to convince you. Now all that remains is for me to proceed with my own means of salvation, my own spaceship, to save the lives of those near and dear to me. As for the rest of you, may the gods have mercy on your souls. Lara, I didn't see you.
I came out to take the air on the terrace. It's been terribly hot all day. Is that because we're being drawn to the sun, Jor-El?
Yes.
What did the council have to say about that?
I didn't mention it.
Is the model of your spaceship about finished?
Yes. I just drove the last rivet. How does it look?
Splendid, but will it work?
That remains to be seen. If it does work, I shall immediately begin construction on another just like, only much larger. One big enough to carry all three of us to another world.
Jor-El, when will that be? Every moment that we spend waiting and wondering.
Yes, I know, Lara. It's been hard on all of us, and particularly hard on you. How is the boy?
Sleeping, Jor-El. That quake this afternoon frightened him, but he's all right now. Can't you come in and look at him? You've scarcely seen him these days, working all those hours on the spaceship model.
It can't be helped, dear. I'm racing against time. Right now, I'm anxious to know whether the model will behave as I hope.
How does it operate?
Very simply. When all is ready, I throw this switch. That closes the circuit, and electric energy builds up pressure in the atomic generators. Then, at the final moment, the pressure forces the ship from its carrier and speeds it on its way.
But where does it go?
Wherever it's pointed. This one I'm directing to the planet Earth.
Earth? What is that, Jor-El?
A planet smaller than our own, situated on the other side of the sun. It's inhabited by a race of people similar to ourselves.
Like ourselves?
Well, only partly, of course, my dear. They're about the same size, but nowhere nearly as developed. Very weak and helpless, and with all their faculties extremely limited.
How do you mean?
Something like this. You know how far you step when you want to go somewhere?
Practically as far as I want. Why, one step takes me to the Brooder's house near the fountain.
Exactly. But down where I'm sending this spaceship, it's quite different. An Earthman steps 3 feet at a time at most, and everything else is in proportion.
And that's where we're going? Oh, how dreadful.
My dear, which would you rather do? Go to Earth and live, or stay on Krypton and die?
I'll do anything you say, Jor-El. Anything. It doesn't matter to me where we live or die, as long as we live together. It's the only thing I care about is the boy.
Yes, I know. Oh, Lara, darling, don't worry. He'll be saved.
When are you testing the spaceship model?
In the morning, just as dawn breaks, I'll set it on its way, watching its flight through a high-powered telescope to see whether it lands safely on Earth.
Is Earth the only planet we can go to, Jor-El?
We couldn't breathe on any other planet but the Earth. It happens to have an atmosphere similar to Krypton's.
I suppose you know best, Jor-El. Are you coming in? It seems to have gotten oppressively hot.
Yes, it has. I wonder. Lara, did you hear that?
Yes, Jor-El. What is it?
Subterranean explosions. Do you feel the ground trembling?
Yes, I do. Jor-El, do you think...
Lara, I'm afraid it's come. Where's the boy, Kal-El?
What do you mean?
Get him quickly. This is the end.
Jor-El, what can we do?
Nothing. I'm not ready. Oh, what a fool I've been to delay.
It isn't your fault, Jor-El. You did all you could.
If only this model were large enough, we could take a chance.
Jor-El, will it carry one of us safely to Earth?
Oh, I think so, but... Lara, where are you going? Stay here with me.
I'm getting Kal-El. If one of us can be saved, Jor-El, it should be the boy.
No, Lara, come back. If one must go, it should be you. Lara, I said come back, come back.
Here he is, Jor-El. Still asleep. Goodbye, Kal-El.
Please, Lara.
No, Jor-El, listen to me. We both stay here. Kal-El goes in the spaceship. If there's a chance, Jor-El, one little chance, I want it for my son.
Maybe you're right, Lara.
Jor-El, look. The sky. It's fiery red. The mountains. Look, the mountains are falling in. Jor-El, what's happening?
The end of Krypton, Lara. Just as I foretold. This is the last great quake.
Jor-El, listen. Explosions.
Here, quick, give me the boy.
Kal-El. What are you doing, Jor-El?
Opening the door, putting him inside.
Jor-El, the house, it's swaying. It's breaking apart.
There, he's safe inside. Now for the switch. Stand back, Lara.
Oh, Jor-El, will he reach Earth?
Only the gods know. But there is a chance, the only chance. Stand back now, Lara. I'm going to throw the switch.
Jor-El, it's getting dark. I can't see what happened.
Fire. Smoke from the center of the planet. Not much time now.
Hold me, Jor-El. Has the spaceship gone?
No, not yet. Waiting for pressure. We may have been too late. If it doesn't work up soon. Wait. Lara, it's off. It's on its way.
Jor-El, where are you?
Here beside you, Lara. Listen, can you hear me? Our boy, Kal-El, our son, Lara. He's on his way to Earth.
Kal-El!
So the tiny rocket ship roars into the uncharted heavens as the mighty planet Krypton explodes into millions of glowing fragments, glittering stars to remain in the night sky forever. Jor-El and Lara, devoted parents of the tiny boy, perish into the giant quake that destroys Krypton. But what of the rocket? Does it reach the Earth? Does it find its mark in all the far-flung darkness of space? Remember, don't miss the next installment of Superman. Up in the sky, look.
The giant bird.
It's a plane.
It's Superman.
Superman is a copyrighted feature appearing in Action Comics magazine.
Thank you for joining us this evening. Titan Radio Theater is brought to you by the Radio Audio Certificate Program and our COM 375 radio audio students. Sergio Alvarez, Mercedes Balon, Celeste Basich, Marco Cordova, Angela Cruz, Brenda Elizondo, Colby Fick, Gaston Flores, Christopher Huang, Joshua Gerardo, Ashley Muniz, Elizabeth Richards, and Norma Vasquez. And we appreciate the outstanding work from the staff of Titan Communications, Iraj Shadaram, Nathan Jeffers, and Matt Sylvester. We thank them for their expertise in making this Zoom radio drama a success. I'm your friendly Professor Rob Van Riel, wishing you a fantastic evening.